Hey guys, it's Jonathan here, and I am back with the Porsche GT3. I've got a little bit of a setup guide, something that'll hopefully make the default fixed setup a little bit easier for you to drive. Of course, we are going to be testing this out in an offline session, and this is not going to be the fastest setup or the fastest way to get around the track. By no means an expert. I'm just pretty damn average at what I do. And I just want to make it so that you can enjoy the game as well. This new update has made the Porsche very difficult to drive. It has made it different, and I'm sure it's made other cars very difficult to drive as well. That being said, let's get into the setup. So for the setup here that we've got, all I really did, I didn't really touch the powertrain. I didn't touch any of the electronics here. I left all of that the same. The brakes, I just put the 50-50 for right now. I didn't really touch anything else. Suspension wise, we do have the ride height on the rear at 8.2. To take all the rear packers out, I think you can probably increase the packers a couple of clicks if you're still struggling with oversteer. But the biggest thing that helped, I think, was the ride height on the front end. Raising this up to 6.1 centimeters felt about right for me. If you still, again, are struggling here, you can increase it another couple of clicks to like 6.3, 6.4 maybe. When I increased it straight up to 7, it was a ton of understeer, so 6.1 should get you where you're trying to go. And then again, didn't really touch anything like this, and didn't really touch anything here, except we have max rear wing. Other than that, I mean, it's basically a fixed setup, is it not? So let's go ahead and head out for qualifying here and see what we've got. All right, so we complete that lap. We're P4, it looks like. But here's a little bit about how we get around the racetrack with this setup. Braking nice and late. We can get away with late braking here. That 50-50 brake bias. Accelerate out of the corner, smashing the throttle down. And as we head down to this fast left-hander, we want to use all of the curb. Let the car rotate into the corner. Mainly the braking is going to do that for you. And we don't want to release the throttle too aggressively. Or get on the brake too aggressively in that fast right-hander as it wants to come around. Use a lot of this curb on the inside. Get a good exit as well. Track out. And now let's just hit these apexes. Very easy to forget about. Hit those apexes and straighten it out. Hard braking. Turning in again, using the brakes to help out. Small lift and hard on the throttle. Now for the very technical section. Slow the car down, let it rotate in, pick up the throttle on the curb. Now for the very tricky corner here. Just try to straighten the car out. Let it rotate itself. We don't want to use too much steering input. Maybe too much curb. And then again through here. Get it to the apex, nice and wide. And a better exit than our fastest time. Mainly using the brakes to get the car to rotate. Not so much steering input. I think when you do both at the same time, the car is very prone to spinning out. But we're going to go ahead and not improve here. And we'll finish this session in 4th. At least for the time being. Cool, so we did actually qualify there in 4th. All right, time to see how the setup races. So a quick 20-minute offline race. We have, of course, the GT3 class, but we've added the hypercar class as well, just for funsies. We're starting 4th on the grid, and with the Mustang on pole, the BMW just ahead of us, and a Porsche to our right. Let's see how we get on. Let's see if we can end up on the podium here. As we wait for the green, there we go. We got a good jump. The Mustang didn't. But we'll stay in line behind the BMW here, get the slipstream, and maybe get the Mustang, maybe get them both. BMW giving us room around the outside. Late on the brakes, are we? And we'll get it turned in. The Mustang's going to get back up alongside. We'll have the inside line as we head down to turn 3. We'll pick up 1 place off the start. 2 actually, rather. Now, I do anticipate giving that position back to the Mustang at some point. I don't think he's going to let us keep it. But let's see if we can keep up with the Beamer and challenge for a race win. Everyone away cleanly, though, into turn 1. Now as we come around to the back half of the lap down to turn 10. We get a chance here to see the super technical section with, I guess, an increased fuel load. Not by a whole lot, but just slightly higher. For a 20-minute race. I didn't even calculate it out, so hopefully it's the right amount. Mainly, we just don't want to overdrive on entry. Be real cautious and careful. Deliberate with our inputs. And just keep all the slipstream for ourselves here if we can. A really good first lap. Like I said, we gained 2 positions off the start. Damage is turned on, so no contacts is also very good. We're late on the brakes, maybe a little too late. We'll get it slowed down. Car rotated really well. At this point, you can say we're probably just far enough back that we're not getting too much dirty air. But if we are, this is where we'd feel it with the snap oversteer. But that felt pretty stable. Again, I've really adjusted the way that I drive the car, though. So, keeping that in mind, I'm being way more patient and deliberate, again, with my inputs. Really late on the brakes there, but we're able to slow the car down, take some curb. Don't want to cheat since it's the AI, but at the same time, if it's allowed, then I might as well take it. We just want to set up this corner, and I just try to straighten out the wheel every time I go to brake. Or, what is that? Is it turn 15? As we exit turn 16, we're now 8/10 behind the Beamer. So we're not getting as much slipstream as we did last time. But we did a decent job. Keep it up. 42.0. We're about 2/10 slower than him that lap. Brake just a little bit earlier here to get more of the apex. Get the power down sooner. Kind of worked. Kind of didn't. Yeah, this update, man, it's been a blast. Offline. Online, it's very hit and miss. I haven't ran into too many problems because I've spent most of my time on iRacing, if I'm honest. But the Discord has been blowing up with just people having all sorts of issues. So I've just stuck to offline, mostly. I mean, I understand every race I sign up for online, even though it's rated, I have to have the idea that, like, okay, it's fine if I lose the rating, it's fine if it doesn't go well. You know, we want to keep it clean, we don't want to be in over our heads or anything, but we have to acknowledge that the game is inconsistent right now. And I've seen some pretty crazy things in the Discord with people signing up for championship races, having 0% or being stuck on wet tires and not being able to change the tires. I've seen some crazy things. So that's why I'm racing offline. But as we go purple that lap, 42.0, we gain a 10th back. And I think grip levels are pretty solid. Like, I'm happy with the balance of the car and the grip of the track. Again, this isn't like the fastest setup, but at the very least I'm able to drive it. You just have to worry about the weight transfer. It's the weight transfer that always gets me. Just trying to keep up with the Beamer right now. Really good middle sector. Don't want to throw it away by overdriving it, but just about did. This whole section here, it is about discipline and rhythm. And it's just so easy to get impatient, as I did that time. It's just way impatient. We lost quite a bit of time. And I don't think I have to worry about the Mustang yet, but not our best work. It was a couple tenths. Late on the brakes, trying to get the car to the apex. That was decent. The Mustang closed up so much. It kept it tidy. I feel like my angle could be better. That was a good first sector. Let's just follow it up with a really solid technical section. This section here has got to be extremely off-putting to anyone trying to learn this track, though. I think once you kind of get used to it, you can learn to enjoy it, but this has got to be an acquired taste. Like, there's no way people just love that final section. Like, this, I don't believe that. It's so difficult. I want to get into the 41s. We're just outside. We're still purple after that lap. We gain another almost 3/10 on the BMW. We're just outside of wheel-to-wheel range here, possibly. Ran her a touch wide. And undersold it there. You know, there's some time to be had right here. This long, flowing left-hander turn, I guess 6, right? This is turn 6 and 7. I'm not really sure off that track map. I guess it's turn 6. I don't know. Again, through this very tight, twisty section. Does it ever really get any easier? I'm not sure. I think there's a lot of time to be had. Right at the 10-minute mark, halfway. Out of turn 16, too much understeer, but we were very close. That's a 3-horse race for the race win. We'll keep an eye out here for the hypercars. They should be coming up pretty soon. And just a touch late on the brakes. I really like the first half of the lap, though, from Fuji. The first half of the lap is quite fun. I really like that long right-hander that flows into this left-hander, runs on down to a heavy braking zone. It's just a very fun first half of the lap, and then the second half, I'm just like, ah. It's mainly just because it's so damn difficult. But the P1 hypercar is here. She's getting by the Mustang behind us. There's the blue flag. So they have pretty good grip overall, but the main thing that they have over us is this very long straight and all that straight line speed. The Toyotas are killing it at their home race. So 7 tenths now, 8 tenths, 7.5 maybe to the Beamer. 8 minutes to go. And again, here come the hypercars. So this should be interesting. Damn it. Missing the braking there for short. Ferrari gets real close to us, and he'll pass us. The hypercar field is quite spread out for only 12 minutes of racing. Thankfully, no lunge here. It took a lot of curb. Alpine was patient, goes around the outside of the Beamer. Not a lot of room there. They made it fit. Oh, Porsche coming up. Go ahead. Made it work, but that cost us a touch of time. And the Ferrari is showing him the inside, which he takes, thankfully. Gracefully as well. Good move. Don't want that caddy to get alongside me. Thankfully he didn't. We're still 1 second apart from the BMW. But yeah, I mean, this is fun. I'm having fun, believe it or not. Racing offline is still quite good. The online stuff is just questionable, and it's a damn shame, but at the same time, hopefully they're learning exactly what they need to fix. These Porsches get so damn close. But hopefully they're learning exactly what they need to fix in preparation for 1.0, which I don't think is going to be ready. I don't think at all. There's just like a 0% chance 1.0 is ready. They may release it, but it's not going to be ready. And I think that's okay. But this update is not going smoothly at all. The offline portion again is still fantastic. The AI is fantastic. Here come a few more hypercars, the last 3. Still trying to get the car to slow down. He's gonna go around or outside. Oh, he's just gonna hit me. So small contact. 5 minutes to go. A little love tap. I get a little out of shape. See the heat on those brakes. It's quite impressive. But we have lost out big time to the BMW, and we have some damage to the rear of the car, but we should be okay. It doesn't seem too severe. But we've lost so much time, and now that the hypercars have all filed through, there's not any variance really left over. Comes down to pure driver skill. Can I close a 2-second gap? But at least the car is facing the right direction still. I don't want to speak too soon, but it's facing the right direction. It's been quite alright. And yeah, first setup options are a little still oversteery and not where we want them to be. And you're just upping the front right height a click. Should be enough to stabilize it, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong with making sure that you can drive the car as it is at the same time. Like, the fixed setup is difficult to drive. You should still be able to learn how to drive it, because honestly, the car, now you steer it with the brake pedal rather than with anything else. And I'm not an expert on that at all, but that's definitely the way that it is. Primarily, you steer it with the brake pedal. But 3 minutes to go, so I'd assume 2 laps to go. As the leader comes across the line, we lost 2/10 that lap as the rest of the hypercar traffic filed through. And it's just a difficulty getting the car to slow down for me right now. Not able to brake as late as I would like. A little bit of oversteer. Again, able to save it just fine, but very, very minor corrections. We're not wheeling it. We're not freaking out. We're just very gently saving it. Because the new tire model, to me, feels like a bunch of on-off switches, where the car can lose grip, but it'll grip right back up suddenly. So the overcorrections are very, very easy to fall into. There's not really a lot of sawing at the wheel. So let's see what the lap time is the BMW's doing. I wish we were closer, I really do. But I think this is as good as it's going to get. We come across the line of 42.9 for him, 42.9 for me. It doesn't say 1 lap remaining. I thought it would. But I guess we're going to get another one, so I guess that's good. Again, being very, very decisive with the inputs. Just taking too much curb. Once again, coming through this very twisty final section. As time expires. Yeah, the setup is, it's just much better. Very stable. It's not perfect, but like, this could be your fixed setup. This could have been the fixed setup. I don't know why it's not. We had a pretty good lap there as well. I think the tires are wearing. They're also, I mean, it's, the tires aren't up to temperature even still. So that may be something to consider as well. We gained almost half a second. The operating temperature window is 92 degrees. We are not quite there. None of the 4 tires are near that operating window. The right front is suffering the most. Feels the most left out. There's just not enough time to close the gap down entirely. Maybe if we were, you know, still 0.7 seconds away, we could get some slipstream and, you know, have an obnoxious lunge, since it is AI after all, but we are way too far back. To mount much of a charge. But I hope this video helps. I hope it serves its purpose. It's not intended to do anything crazy. It's just intended to show that, like, if you just change a couple of settings, maybe you too can learn to enjoy the fixed setup. As I damn near lost it. But I just made a couple of changes to the ride heights and the Packers, and I guess I increased the rear wing to the maximum. But otherwise, I mean, it drives just fine. We finished the race. We finished in second, dealing with the new tire model, with the increased tire wear, and of course, multi-class action. Alright, I really do appreciate you guys checking out the video. You can check out my other content as well. You can ask any questions that you may have for me down below. I'm going to be honest, I may not know the answer to them. Again, I'm not the expert here. I'm just pretty average and decent at what I like to do here. So anyways, like I said, I appreciate y'all checking it out, and I'll see you around.